So first thing about our company, I represent Resolute Roofing. We're a veteran-owned and operated company. About 2.5 miles from here is our main office. We house about 80% veterans or first responders as part of our staff. Some retired, some still active. We actually have firefighters that sell roofs in their off time, which is crazy, and absolutely kill it. Choosing the right roofing company is probably one of the most important things that you can do to start the rehab process. Most other contractors won't step foot inside of the premise until the roof is on. So getting that roof on in a timely fashion is extremely important. And like Candace just said, there are a lot of individuals who don't have the funding necessary to get that started because they got started with a public adjuster or with a good roofing company late in the process, which delays everything. So we were in homes yesterday that still have studs. They don't even have drywall. The house is completely inhabitable. So the first and foremost is choosing a company like ours who's going to be able to get with your insurance companies, distinguish the damage, distinguish the difference between repair and replacement. A lot of insurance companies, like they were saying, they're going to pay for a repair and they're going to say, just go get the product at the store, not a big deal, it's going to be readily available. That's a lie. Tile runs, color profiles, shingle selects or shingle color profiles, they're on a limited run basis before they alter their profile. Once they change the color differentiation, the roof's not going to match anymore. This is stuff that the insurance company isn't going to tell you. They're not going to let you know. They're going to let you put up a charcoal on top of a 5-year-ago charcoal, and you're going to see that difference with your eyes. You're actually going to devalue the cost of your home. Something that shouldn't happen. So when these companies or insurance companies are giving you a repair at X amount of dollars, you can choose whatever dollar amount you want. Call it hush money, call it go away money. That's the first step. We can get started at that point in time with them actually acknowledging that they are accepting the fact that the roof is damaged and get that ball rolling through the insurance adjusters at that point in time, or through a public adjuster or through an attorney if need be, depending upon where we're at in the process, to get it going as quickly as we can. Like Candace said, or he said 90 days is where we should be at. Hopefully that's what a lot of companies are saying, that they're going to be able to get to it in 90 days. And that is our goal. Our goal is to have a roof on your house as quickly as possible, or your dwelling, or whatever residential, commercial property it might be. I lost my notes. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm getting texts.
That's a question. What kind of warranty are you going to get on a roof repair?
The roof repair, that's a phenomenal thing. And actually, we had this happen yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. A homeowner, we put on a roof before the storm. Another roofing company just showed up accidentally and started ripping that roof off. They called us up as we're their trusted source, so we went up there, and the warranty question is the one thing that came up. Who's going to pick up that warranty? Because we did 50% of the work because the other 50% was torn off or whatever amount, and now they're involved. So the warranty is the biggest thing, and it's the biggest thing to a homeowner and to an insurance company. Nobody is probably going to pick up that repair on a small little patch job.
So a new roof stops all leaks.
All leaks.
Every time.
And the leaks are going to be hidden. I can't tell you the number of times that we've been chasing tile leaks, mainly on, that you can't see, so you start here to try to figure it out. Then you start to work your way up. All you're doing at that point in time is you're accruing cost, and that cost is probably going to come initially out of pocket. So until the insurance company knows, because we don't know where that leak is going to end until we find it. So we're actually going to cause destruction to rehab that home. These are all things. And then on that roof, let's just say tile's predominant, always late to the game. The chances of you finding that tile in some boneyard or in somewhere is probably never going to happen. We have extreme difficulties finding this tile. So that comes into position within your insurance company, with your mortgage company, which a lot of people don't think mortgage companies are becoming. They have a vested interest in the value of that home as well. So they're going to want to make sure that it's replaced with exactly what it is that it is to, in this case, if we're talking about Ian, we're going to go to September 27th. That's the date I always give people. That's where we want your home, the day before the storm. However it looked at that point in time, that's our end game goal, to get it back to that condition. And if they're offering a repair, we might have to fight tooth and nail, involving whoever it is that we can to get that roof on. a lot of homeowners, sorry, I'm going through my notes here. A lot of these roofs, and a couple that we came across, they're telling homeowners that this storm, this damage that's on your roof right now, this is not from a hurricane.
Santa Claus in the rain.
Yeah. Honestly, it happens more times during a week than you honestly would, that somebody's actually coming by at this point in the game and saying, no, all that wind damage on your roof, or the fact that all your shingles are now in your neighbor's pool, that didn't happen from the 100 and say whatever mile an hour on September 28th. You can choose whatever number. I've heard a bunch of them. We have to go back in there and provide evidence as to why this was, whether it be pictures that homeowners took from September 27th, which is amazing when these homeowners protected themselves to the way that they went around their house and they took pre-existing conditions before the storm so that we can fight for them and go back to the insurance companies and say, hey,
I
no,
never get
sir.
involved in cases where someone documented the pre-existing condition.
Yeah.
Those they pay.
Yeah.
They pay correct.
So, and he's right. Anything that homeowners can do to protect themselves before a storm is definitely going to make that process a little more seamless than it is and that it's currently being. Insurance, homeowners getting a hold of their desk adjusters right now. If I could just go through my list from yesterday and the amount of voicemails we just leave with these insurance adjusters with no return phone calls, it is 80 to 90% of the phone calls go directly to voicemail at this point in time with no. I'm a homeowner, and I always put myself as a homeowner first when I'm at a homeowner's home or that is a customer. And that holds true for me as a homeowner on my own claim. I was underpaid. I was can't get a hold of my desk adjuster, can't add anything to my claim. It's a nightmare personally. So the fact, I think somebody said 700,000 claims is what Irma's Ian's produced to this far. I take this thing from Marco Island to Daytona. So I think that there might be a little bit more than a total of that, but we have claims all the way into Orlando, as far as Marco Island, Everglades City, Spring Hill, of course, Port Charlotte, Fort Myers, Lee County, all these areas that are heavily affected here. So our company reaches out to those areas. We are a preferred vendor with numerous insurance companies. And even during that phase, in the initial phase, all of those companies, all the insurance companies, they turned off initially the preferred vendor programs back to us. There were too many, I think, too many for them to deal with.